I found videos of my fiancé cheating during her bachelorette party. My fiancé and I had recently gotten engaged after being together for 4 years. Last weekend was her bachelorette party. I didn't have a problem with it, especially after she told me what her plans were. She told me she was going to rent an Airbnb with a few friends. It was a big place with 4 bedrooms and they were just going to drink and party. The day of the party she was at my place, making all the necessary arrangements before going to meet up with her friends. We texted a little, but as the party started to warm up we stopped and I figured she had gotten busy having fun. After midnight I started getting ready for bed and noticed that the computer in my office wasn't turned off, rather the black screen was just stuck on my screensaver. It turns out my fiancé forgot to log and her messenger was still open on the computer. There was a group chat where her and the girls had been planning everything, and that's when I saw just how many videos were uploaded to the chat. I got a little curious and I started watching some of the videos. Most of them were pretty innocent, just a group of 15 girls getting intoxicated and dancing. Things started to take a turn when I stumbled on a video of a woman walking up to the front door and I watched as around 10 guys began to enter the apartment. I didn't know who they were and I couldn't recognize anyone. There were a couple videos of the guys and girls dancing and drinking until I got to the worst part of it all. As I continued scrolling through these videos I got to one where my fiancé was making out with a random guy on the sofa. She stopped, rolled over, and started making out with a second guy. When I clicked on the next video she was walking up to her bedroom with the 2 guys following behind her. There was also a video of them coming out together. According to the timestamp it was sent 5 minutes after the one before it where they had walked in, but that doesn't mean anything. For all I know the videos were an hour apart and they were all just uploaded to the chat around the same time. I walked to the bathroom because I felt like I was going to be sick. I paced back and forth around my apartment for about 30 minutes trying to process everything I'd just seen. I saved the videos and then made one of my own. It was a short little selfie video of me saying, "Hi, this is your ex-fiancé. I just wanted to say I saw the videos from the party and the wedding is off. I hope it was worth it." I'm glad I saved the videos because in less than 10 minutes they were all deleted and my phone started ringing nonstop, but I didn't answer any calls or texts. At first it was just my girlfriend texting saying she could explain everything and that nothing I saw was what I thought it looked like. A little later her friends joined in, trying to convince me that I was taking things out of context, but I ignored everyone. I got a request for a video chat and when I answered I saw that it was my fiancé. She was sitting in front of the camera and looked like she had been crying with a few of her friends surrounding her. She started apologizing and kept telling me it wasn't what it looked like, that it was just a party and the guys coming over weren't part of her original plan. She told me that while it might have looked bad nothing actually happened. I chose to stay silent and she just kept going repeating the same thing over and over again with her friends backing her up. The longer I stayed silent the more hysterical she got. Eventually she admitted to kissing the 2 guys but put the blame on her friends who were all quick to take responsibility, which surprised me. She told me that the kisses didn't mean anything and that's all that happened. She seemed to remember the video of her going into the bedroom and she started screaming that it was just a joke and nothing happened. All the other women confirmed it was just a joke and that my fiancé had walked into the room for the sake of the video, turned around, and walked out again. They all kept repeating themselves until everyone eventually got quiet and the first thing I asked was if they had anything else to add. She replied that there was nothing else, so I ended the video call. I went to social media and changed my relationship status to single. I made a post stating that the wedding was off and if anyone had bought a present they could feel free to return it. My fiancé saw the post and started freaking out even more. She kept insisting that all she did was kiss them, but I was so exhausted at this point that I sent her a text telling her that if I suspected her or any of her friends were lying to me about what actually happened or tried to paint me out to be the bad guy in this situation, then I would post all of the videos online. As of right now, no one else knows what's happening between us. This went down a couple days ago and everything regarding the wedding has been cancelled. My fiancé keeps pursuing me and trying to convince me to forgive her and I don't know what to do. Update: I found videos of my fiancé cheating during her bachelorette party. Everything has been called off and cancelled. The wedding is officially not happening. I got the ring back and all of her stuff was moved out as soon as she got back from the bachelorette party. She's currently staying with her parents for now. We talked a bit before I made any rash decisions, but it was mostly full of her begging for me to hear her out, apologizing for what she'd done, and crying. She keeps insisting that all she did was kiss the guys and that it never went any further than that. She explained that she had never done anything like this before and she promised it would never happen again. Part of me really wanted to believe her, but the problem was that this incident had put our entire relationship at stake. I've completely lost all trust I used to have for her and our relationship is going to revolve around nothing but doubt on my end. I think she may be telling the truth, but again the point is there's no way to know because I wasn't there. Even if it is true that her friends pressured her to do it, then how could I believe it's never happened before? The 2 of us kept going around in circles because ultimately there's no way I can be sure and there's no way I could believe a word she says after what I saw. She told me she would do anything in order to gain back my trust, including cutting off her friends and only ever drinking around me. She blasted her friends online saying if the party had stuck to the original plan then she would still be getting married, so maybe she's already cut them off. What's crazy is that a couple of her friends are still texting me stating that they just want to talk about what happened and clear up any misunderstandings or doubts I may have, but I haven't responded yet because it's hard to trust them as well. All I can say at the moment is that I'm single and I'm just going to live my life the best I can after this. I'm probably going to be taking some time for myself after getting out of a 4-year relationship.